If you're just starting out, getting back into it, or trying to switch paths, one of the biggest struggles we face when looking for work, whether or not it's a remote job, is finding a job that takes beginners. How can we get a job if we don't have experience? It's an age-old catch-22, and I too have been caught up in this trap. How I got out of the trap was to apply to many entry-level jobs that truly aligned with my interests and not giving up. That way, even if they say they want a little bit of experience, I, with no experience, will have piqued their interest. So today I'm sharing some entry-level, beginner-friendly, and no experience needed work-from-home jobs you can apply to right now and hopefully start working soon. So the first job I want to share is a beginner-friendly opportunity. It comes to us from Elevate Patient Financial Solutions. So the first thing we need to do is go to their careers page. We're going to scroll down a little bit and we're going to click where it says View Job Listings. And then under All Statuses, we're going to select Remote, hit the search button. And we can see they have quite a few remote opportunities open right now. Now, I am going to talk about a very beginner-friendly work-from-home job, but first I want to quickly talk about the scheduling and authorization coordinator positions. These jobs do want you to come with a little bit of scheduling experience, so if that's you, check them out. However, you do have to live within a 2-hour commute of Augusta, Georgia, Dublin, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, or North Charleston, South Carolina. So if you have a little bit of experience scheduling patients for imaging services, check out these opportunities. So now if we take a look at the remote jobs, we can see they have quite a few openings right now. Some of them are very beginner friendly. These AR follow-up specialist positions are for the most part collections. If you're familiar with collections, check out those opportunities. The one I want to share right now is this reporting analyst job. It is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions. And you'll work Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So in this job, you'll play a pivotal role in building the tools needed to evaluate financial and operational performance to support strategic decision making. So what all that means is you'll participate in the creation of financial and operational analysis materials, ROI analysis, data mining and data analysis, creation of operational performance and metrics reports, presentation of analysis and models, as well as development of frameworks for determining effectiveness of products and processes. So this job is very beginner friendly if you have a bachelor's degree in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, or equivalent work experience. You're comfortable using Excel. You also have strong Microsoft SQL Service knowledge and knowledge of business statistics. You're a really good communicator, you're familiar with Microsoft Report Builder, and you have data mining or database administration experience. Now, they're not calling for years and years of that experience, and that's why I'm considering this to be a very beginner-friendly opportunity for all of you who have a bachelor's degree in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. And when it comes to the salary, down here at the bottom of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $65,000 to $85,000 per year. Okay, so here's a no experience needed medical records processing specialist position with Healthmark Group. Now, I did talk about this job about a week or so ago. They always seem to have this kind of job open, which is a really good opportunity for all of you who want to get in the healthcare field but don't have experience. So what you're going to do in this job is work in a high volume and fast-paced environment processing medical record requests. You'll assist as needed in overflow processing due to high volume issues and or coverage issues, provide feedback regarding request volume and perceived issues, and monitor incoming requests received through various means. And you do all that while abiding by HIPAA guidelines while ensuring the confidentiality of personal health information. So all they're asking for is for you to be a fast learner, you're dependable, a quick worker, a team player, you have a positive attitude, and you're someone who strives to do more. And I'm going to scroll back up to the top of the job description because up here they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $15 to $16 per hour. Cardinal Health is looking for an individualized care coordinator. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions. And for this job, you do need to get your application in by August 25th, 2026. So this job is very beginner friendly. It is a customer service job where you'll be responsible for handling inbound and making outbound calls with ability to determine needs and provide one-call resolution. You'll report adverse events within the required time frame while creating and completing accurate referrals and applications and keeping updated on policy and procedural changes. You'll investigate and resolve patient and/or physician inquiries and concerns in a timely manner, enter detailed information into the company proprietary software, and make outbound calls for patient follow-ups or confirmations. Now, for this job, they prefer you have a high school diploma or equivalent. They also prefer you have previous customer service experience. So that's kind of cool. They're not requiring a diploma for this position, nor are they requiring experience, but I'm willing to bet you do have some customer service experience. So that would include working in fast food, working at a grocery store, any kind of job where you dealt with the public, you address their issues and concerns, that's customer service. And they have several more preferences. They're just preferred, not required. If you meet any of these preferences, you'll definitely stand out because even though they do say they're preferred, they really are looking for someone who meets some of these preferences. So read through these preferences. If you meet any of them, make sure to include them on your resume. And they do include knowledge of what it takes to work in a call center or customer service environment, knowledge of the common practices and policies related to Medicare, Medicaid, and regular insurance. You're somewhat tech savvy and you can multitask. So this is a remote job anywhere within the United States, and you work 40 hours a week, full-time, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time Zone hours, but you don't have to live in the Central Time Zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours. And when it comes to the salary, at the bottom of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $18.10 up to $25.80 per hour. So if you do meet some of the preferred qualifications we talked about, your salary will be closer to the higher end of this range. So here's a no experience needed work from home job. It's with Microtech. This job is for a verification specialist. It is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions on the job description nor on the application. So what you're going to do in this job is, over the phone, through email, and fax, you'll communicate with employers, schools, state boards, and online databases to verify current and previous employment, education, professional licenses, certifications, and references. You're going to do that on behalf of the company's clients as part of their pre-employment screening process. So that pretty much sums up what you're going to do on a regular basis. They have some more details. If interested, read through the details. And all they want from you is to have expert computer skills, which includes internet searches as well as database lookups. You're a really good communicator, you have excellent problem-solving skills, and you're able to work independently, and you're a problem solver. You're energetic, self-motivated, detail-oriented, you can manage multiple priorities, and you're a team player. And they'd like you to have a high school diploma or a GED. Now, unfortunately, they're not sharing the salary anywhere on this job description nor on the application, but for this no experience needed work from home job, based on my experience looking at similar roles, I have a feeling this job will pay around $15 to $18 per hour, but I can't guarantee that salary. You'll have to work it out with them. Another beginner-friendly work-from-home job is with Imagine 360. No stranger to this channel. They always seem to have really good opportunities available. This one is for a billing support specialist. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. And what you're going to do is provide specialized support and education to members of terminated accounts while fulfilling the mission of Imagine 360. You'll guide and support members through the balance bill defense process while working closely with the company's legal team and external stakeholders to facilitate timely issue resolution and ensure a positive member experience. So in other words, you're going to assist members, answer their questions regarding any balances due on their accounts. And all they want from you is a high school diploma or a GED and maybe a little bit of college education. They'd like you to have a little bit of related member support experience, and it's a plus, but it's not required. It's a plus you have experience in billing, insurance, healthcare, or legal environments. And as we go back up to the top of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you between $45,000 and $48,000 per year. Imagine 360 has another beginner-friendly opportunity. This one is for a provider data management specialist. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. So this job involves customer service as well as a lot of data entry. You'll play a critical part in helping ensure that all inbound provider demographic updates are addressed and resolved in a timely fashion. You'll manage a queue of inbound requests from contracted providers using email and Salesforce, submit requests to update provider data systems with new demographic information, such as new TINs, location change, as well as provider adds and terminations, and respond in a timely manner to physician inquiries regarding status of their requests, updates, or initial contracting requests. You'll ensure all provider data and contracts are researched, located, and assigned quickly and appropriately, and ensure organized storage of all relevant provider documents. So this job is really not requiring related experience. They prefer you have a bachelor's degree as well as previous health insurance network experience and previous provider relations or customer service experience. And those things are just preferred. They're not required, but if you meet those preferences, you'll definitely stand out. And then, of course, you need all your typical soft skills you need for every job, including you're comfortable with Microsoft Office products and you're proficient in using Salesforce. And going back up to the top of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you between $40,000 and $50,000 per year. So here's a beginner-friendly work-from-home job for all of you who have just a little bit of call center experience as well as experience working with the elderly population. Isaac Health is looking for an intake specialist to work full-time remote anywhere within the United States, and you probably notice the salary. They tell us they'll pay you between $45,000 and $46,000 per year. So what you're going to do in this job is schedule and manage and confirm new patient appointments. You'll fill in vacancies with new patients, collect, verify, and organize patient intake information, support patients in setting up for their telehealth visit, including basic tech troubleshooting, document all interactions and updates in the EMR system, and follow up with patients as needed to ensure continuity of care and satisfaction. So you'd be a great fit for this job if you're a really good communicator, you're comfortable using Google Suite, and you have experience working with the elderly population with patience and empathy. And then, of course, you need all your typical soft skills, and they tell us it's a plus, but it's not required. It's a plus you have prior telehealth experience. So our final opportunity is a very entry-level work-from-home job for all of you who have a little bit of administrative experience. Isaac Health has an opening for a care navigator assistant. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States, and the salary range is between $34,000 and $37,000 per year. So what you're going to do is provide essential virtual and administrative assistance to the care navigation team. You'll be responsible for eliminating administrative bottlenecks, managing patient panels, and tracking daily and weekly engagement goals to ensure no patient falls through the cracks. They tell us the ideal candidate is highly organized, data-driven, and capable of seamlessly managing medical records, partner trackers, and real-time clinical support requests. So your key responsibilities consist of panel management and goal tracking. You'll actively monitor and clear daily patient lists, routing patients to assigned care navigators to ensure 100% panel outreach. You'll help monitor team progress toward check-in goals and review documentation logs to ensure every patient interaction meets the mandatory minimum of 20 minutes of billable time. You'll also do some inbox and records management, insurance coordination, care plan coordination, and specialized tracking. And last but not least, you'll do some patient outreach and support. That means you'll send out appointment confirmations and reminders, research and locate local community resources for patients as needed, and provide agile, in-the-moment administrative support for care navigators. So if you have a little bit of administrative or virtual assistant experience, ideally within a care management, neurology, brain health, or busy medical clinic setting, check out this opportunity. They'd like you to be proficient with EHR systems, digital fax platforms, and tracking spreadsheets. You're metrics-driven and you're a good communicator. So that's all I have for you in this video. Some no experience, very beginner-friendly, very entry-level work-from-home jobs to get your foot in the door for bigger and better opportunities. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And don't forget to come back to this channel frequently because I post work-from-home job leads on a regular basis, almost every day of the week. Your job is out there. All we have to do is find it. Thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.